West Ham 2, Manchester United 1. Another defeat again for Manchester United. Manchester United have only won, I think, just a game in 8 matches, right? Just one win in 8 matches. Wow. The pressure is mounting on Eric Ten Hag, and I won't lie to you, at this juncture, I see Ten Hag losing his job. I won't lie to you.
Look, I'm a fan. If I speak as a fan, obviously he should be sacked as a fan, given his result, not just this season, from halfway last season up until now. I can comfortably say his last 40 games as the Manchester United manager has been terrible. Maybe bar the FA Cup final against Manchester City. If I speak as a fan, emotionally, obviously, he should go. But if I want to talk about Manchester United, where Manchester United has been in the last 11 years, because I keep referencing the last 11, 12 years, because for me, as an individual, my opinion, this is foundational. It's a systematic issue. It is not about the manager, neither is it about the coach. It's sort of like top to bottom thing. And I think we're getting there. Like, I don't know. It's very difficult to see positives in the midst of turmoil, yeah, in the midst of where Manchester United is currently. But I see hope. I see hope because we've been here before and we play to the tune of emotions. We let Van Gaal go, we let Jose Mourinho go, we let Ole Gunnar go, and then now Eric. This is a familiar position. This is a familiar position. And so I maintain it. I maintain it. If we are able to cross this year, I said something, I don't think this team is far again. I don't think this team is far again. I think there's something ongoing in the Ineos that they're fixing this thing. And I like something inside of me just sees hope. I don't know.
Football is a result-driven game now, and the results are bad.
Yeah, I understand. I agree. So, I agree. I
know you say you see hope, but come on, the results on the pitch are bad.
If you watch the last 6 games, we total this season in the Prem, we've played 9 games in the Prem, and in Europe 3 games. That's 11 games, and then I think cup games. We've played 1 or 2 cup games. So totally about like 12, 13 games this season. It's been a roller coaster of a ride. We've picked unnecessary draws. Like we've gone ahead to draw games that we should have won. We've gone from winning positions to losing positions and then managing to squeeze out draws. We've gone from winning positions and then getting to leave with just a point after the game. We've gone from winning positions and we've gone ahead to lose the game, just like today. But in all, particularly the last 6 games of Manchester United, look, I can see a team. I can see difference in the play style. I can see difference in the ambition. The goals, it's just the goals. I understand you could say it's been there since last season. But I blame this, like for today, the first half, come on, Diogo Dalot, Garnacho, like what should have been? Look at Diogo Dalot chance. They had all the possession in the first half. They played well. The same thing when they went to play Fenerbahce. The same thing when they had the Dutch team that came to Old Trafford. Look, these guys are playing well, but the ability to sustain it and see out games, we are getting there. Like, we are getting there. I don't know, but I just don't want to see my club going back 2 years behind because it's the same thing. We sack this manager, we get a new manager, we get an exciting feel for one season. The second season comes, it shambles again. We begin to point fingers. Look, I don't want to get there. If we are saying, I
Let's
maintain, if we are
let's
saying,
even talk about the VAR decision, the penalty, and Michael Oliver. Let's talk about that.
To the best of my knowledge, yeah, the rules concerning VAR, whatever, and the center officials, more power or sort of like authority from last season, and then more of this season, was handed over to the center referee to make decisions. Particularly when it's termed clear and obvious. Let's remember that the incident was resulting from a ball that came from the wings. Yeah, that was more like a second ball. No, it was multiple balls. That I think there were two headers even before that. That was like, if we saw what happened there, like, come on, this is a physical sport. There was no intention. We even saw how Ings sort of like threw himself. Yeah, there was that touch, but like not enough. And the ref, clear and obvious, the ref had waved it off. Michael Oliver, for the opting time, I think Michael Oliver should be investigated. As a central referee against big oppositions, particularly if you're up against Manchester City, is bullshit. He ruins the game for the other side, for the other team. He's been consistent for well over 10 years against Manchester United. Initially, he started by dishing out red cards against Manchester United players. This has been consistent. He has been consistent rather with this for years now. The same thing against Arsenal. Once you're up against Manchester City, it's the same thing. I think Michael Oliver should be investigated. So why has he stopped the game? It's not clear and obvious. You go and watch the replay. You saw the center referee, even after Michael Oliver has sent him to the screen. The center referee was reluctant to award the penalty, but it was like he kept urging him from the other end. That's crap. That's not football. He ruined the game because Manchester United had the momentum and probably could have gone on to nick a second goal. But yeah, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. I just think if Manchester United would have buried their chances in the first half, would have been having that discussion.
If they have having their chances, not having discussion.
Let's leave the official. The officials messed up. Yes, I agree. But then let's talk our football club, Manchester United, the club we so love. I just think, if we had the players now had buried the chances they had in the first half, I think it was the substitution, West Ham substitution early in the second half, the start of the second half, that gave them that 15-20 minutes of spark, some of you and that. But after they got their goal, they didn't play nothing again. And then we went in the substitutes, Zexi and that, they had their impacts. We nicked the equalizer, and it was like we were heading there. We were heading there for the winner, and then whatever. So the first half chances, I blame the players really for not burying the chances, because obviously the coach can't get on the pitch to help you bury the chances. Neither is that a time for him to teach you whatever. But these players, I was listening to Licha after the match, and Licha was practically in agony. Like, he kept on repeating how dissatisfied, unhappy, and disgusted he felt within. He kept on saying, how when he watches his teammates train, he sees quality, he sees the intention, he sees the intensity and that. But somehow it's not just working. But he said something that they are fighting. They urge the fans to sort of like stick with them, keep supporting and that. And he said again that it's not far again. And for me, I think also it's not far again. As difficult as it is for every Manchester United fan all over the world, as tough as it is for we to see our team consistently lose games or relinquish games from winning positions.
So what are your final thoughts?
It breaks our heart.
Well,
my final thoughts, we keep going. They've been playing well the last 6 games. They've been playing well. We see their shape. We see how tight they have. They increasingly get tighter in games, more difficult to play through them. Just for me, they should just keep creating the chances, the goals will come. But most importantly, I maintain for the players, it's about having that mental toughness, because it's currently in that position. We are currently in that place where we're demanding more of mentality now than even your physical or skillful attributes. Yeah. So that's it for me. I'm just saying with the coaches, Eric, Vanis, all of them, the medical team, the guys in the kitchen, wherever, the media, everybody, the players, they themselves, we just have to back these guys. Look, it's not far again. I maintain this. We just need 5-7 games, a good 5-7 games. I was looking at the table. We're not far again. We're not far. Yeah, you could tell me we are sitting 14th, but we're sitting 14th, I think, just about like 8 points away. It's not far. It's not far. The season is not lost yet.
Final question before we end this. Final question. Will Ineos pull the plug?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Just say yes or no.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Obviously, I'm not in their minds. I'm not, sitting with the executives. I don't even know them that much to, say I can, directly tell you what their decision will be. But if they do, I can see reasons for them. And again, if they stick by him, I can see reasons for them also. This is their man. Eric is their man. In their own words, they had searched the universe and they didn't get anybody, and they decided to stick with him, draw out a plan, build with him, and whatever. And so if they are now turning on themselves, it also tells to their own decision makings, their own ability to analyze and take decisions also. So it's going to also beg we, the fans, also to question them and their leadership capacities also. So, I don't know. If they let him go, if they let him go, I understand. If they keep him also under, but I am hoping they keep Eric.
All right. Thank you very much for joining me, Dan.
We are almost there.
We'll see you after the next year.
Thank you, Ahmed. Have a good evening, yeah.